Yeah, we'll just do medium. See how things go.
Encode your DNA.
Okay. What kind of nonsense can we get up to? Hmm. Okay. I'm not going to worry about resilience. Psionic powers sound fun. I wish he didn't look so doofy. Well, if there's psionic powers, I mean, I kind of have to. Yep, let's do it.
Define your genetic structure.
I mean, oh, that's cool. If I'm doing psionic stuff, I'm all inning that. I'm gonna regret it, but I'm gonna all in it. Okay. Okay, yeah. Gonna regret it, but doing
Choose a
it anyway.
genetic resilience.
Oh, you get a base resistance. I don't know. Do we get more total? Let's see, that's 24. You know, total of like 25 and 26, depending on where you move it. Yeah, I mean, it's. I think we're just best off leaving it in the center because I honestly don't know what the most common is. I mean, after you've played, I'm sure this is easy to min max there, but we'll just go with an even spread.
Choose your first style.
An interesting way to choose it. It'd be more interesting if it would blend a little bit more before it snapped. And I think we'll go with that.
Pick your main color.
we go.
Choose your detail color.
Mostly. Oh no. White wasn't that bad. I think choosing the colors before you choose the pattern would make more sense. Yeah, let's just stick with white. Everything else is going to look freaky in a way that I'm not looking for.
Pick a class. Sentinel, Saboteur, Psy-Freak.
We're already heading in that
Psy-Freak
direction.
chosen. Good choice. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living. But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
So am I a good guy or a bad guy? You're making me just straight out choose. Interesting. What do I feel like? Normally I'd go this route. But I'm a little mutaty monster, so we'll go
Allow
dark
me
side.
to introduce myself. I'm the dark side of you, your inner voice to be precise, an echo of the balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
Yeah.
Can't
Let's go.
believe you'd choose that thing over me. But I'll be here waiting for you when you have a change of heart.
I like your voice better.
That thing? I'm right here. Let me remind you, we're two halves of the same, with the difference being I'm the better half.
Better half. My way is both better and brighter. Light makes it easier to see the best end.
The best end is the one you decide yourself, and it seems we're headed in the right direction.
All right.
Guess left can be right sometimes. Stories
Guessing
of
the
death
tutorial
and
will
the
tell me more.
bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others.
The fur detail, I feel like I need to up that because its render resolution for that is just not doing great there. Yeah, let's just max it out and see what happens. It feels like frame rate's tanking then. Looks better. Yeah, that's better.
Do
It's not
you
perfect.
remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger.
Okay. Okay. got me with the second shot. Like shift does anything.
You better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story.
If you let me, I'd do it, but I don't think you'll let me. Okay. I need shift to dodge. That being alt is awkward. Because then I can't, like... This is clearly designed for a controller.
This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes.
Oh, what is that noise? Oh.
The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die.
Come on. Oh, man. I'm probably gonna have to rebind like half of the controls. Oh, well, that was effective. Dude, all the lightning. Yeah, turn down the camera sensitivity just a little bit more. Seems like there's stuff elsewhere. Okay, so attach it to weapons to do more damage, different effects. Okay. It's a consumable? Then I don't think I want to use it yet. Okay, does shift do anything? Oh yeah, yeah. Changes my stance. Yeah. We'll switch shift and alt and see what happens. Because that'll be a lot more convenient for me if it'll let me. Mapping. Oh, it is set to run? Control set to anything. No. If you're not going to set control, why would you use Alt? It's just such a bad reach for your thumb. Okay. Does that rebind this? No. Do I have to rebind it in the context menu down here? I mean, that'd be nice. Okay, so I can rebind some things, but the UI element... Come on, THQ. Either have it reflect the change I made, or give me a section to change that as well.
The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways.
Oh. Come on. Out of the sludge. Yeah, I feel like I definitely should be playing this with a controller. Probably not going to happen today, though. I'm pretty sure there's not enough charge in mine. Just blow him up. I can probably get used to this. But it's definitely... lesser of the experiences. Come on, stay locked on. There we go. Lightning, more lightning. I was locked onto the container. You know, it does explode, like I figured it would, but...
Don't stop pounding that one.
Need better powers. Charging up a lightning ball is cool and all. But you need something more interesting. Maybe with an AoE effect. Controls are awkward. I mean, there's no reason I shouldn't just be able to press a button to cast my ability. They won't come up here? Really? Wow. Okay, they do, just very slowly. It does have an AoE effect on it. It's just real small. You are lightninged. Stop. Ah. Let's loot these guys. Can we just rig it up to press a button for abilities? Quick usability. Okay. Have keys. So. I'd really like if they give us multiple bind slots that aren't bound to an input type. Let's see here. Oh, okay, that was unintentional. I didn't mean to bind that. Three and four. Those are all going to be on my mouse. Yeah, we'll go with that for now. Okay. More energy.
You learn faster now.
So I can only... Ranged combat. Okay. So if I want that, I have to hang on. Okay, so that's basically a slash and then fan the hammer. I want to unlock this, but I guess it's going to make me unlock this for the tutorial. Okay, that opens up. Oh, okay, because I spent in guns. I can now dual wield guns. This is the next thing I can get a hold of. Okay. Alright. I wasted that point, but...
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight.
know they're trying to do a Fable kind of thing here, but they really should have not had you choose right at the beginning and just had the two show up and give you a moral decision. It really negatively impacts
That
the
pipe looks weak.
storytelling that way.
The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
The narrator's not bad.
The MORKS produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you.
Oh, Lightning's not doing great against these guys. I mean, it is wrecking them, but only because I have tons of stats in it. I'm guessing fire is what I need for that. Oh, I can't charge it if I quick use it? Oh, that's a bummer. Okay. They should have it so if you hold it while quick using it, it actually just charges it. Come on, guys.
Low tech, but it works.
Not like you can't press and hold on a console. I just like to skip the menu and just bind it straight to a key.
Toxanol built vessels called arcs to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single arc they left behind that we know other arcs traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
Looks like if you strapped a sci-fi jet car on top of a flying saucer. That's not what I was trying to do. I'm guessing if I got it right, it moves on. I don't. Okay, that's the select. I'm guessing I just match up the colors.
There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
Okay. I mean, I kind of got that without the explanation there, but...
The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt.
Okay, shooting it does nothing. I'm trying to do... I wonder if I use my ability. Nope, I actually have to interact with it.
It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door.
Okay, so match colors again.
There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out.
Okay. Rain sparks.
You're fresh out of key energy. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. They don't learn.
I'm gonna collect all my loot first. Then I'll talk to the wheeled one.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out... He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. It's a scar you're covering under that eye patch, isn't it? But he would have recognized you anyways. You look exactly like your Muma. There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Looper Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end.
Seems they
He
spend a
says
lot
it
of
has
time
taken
to
you
figure
a
out how to
long
reword
time to
things.
bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land. The impending threat of the World Eaters bringing down the Tree of Life is ever so close. He also worries about the Jagni tribe that's actively working for a doomsday and purging of the world. Had it
I have a
not been
feeling
for the Tree of Life, no
that,
one would have survived. He
my
hopes
choice
you
is
at least
being
remember the tree.
leaning on the dark side is not going to go well with the style of dark side I was planning to do. I think they're going to make it a lot more on the nose than I was hoping, from how they described it.
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here. You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here fueling its source of life.
Potatoes are amazing.
You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki. The
Yes,
Nono prefer to hide in
I
glittergrass.
get the joke.
He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding.
The grass sway isn't bad. Not super great, but not bad. Doesn't look like I take any meaningful fall damage. Yep, I drowned. It's not gonna let me just swim across that, is it? Okay, so swimming is not my strong suit. Good to know. And it's been a while since I had to treat water as death, but alright. We'll do this the way you wanted me to do it, game.
You The Nono's ki energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life. Only time will tell. At least his intention is to dedicate his life to it. He has the feeling the fate of the world depends on it. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way
if they were
it'll
going
grow
for
tall
Fonzie
is
or
with
Elvis.
the burst of ki released from the Nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of Ki, the primal energy.
Okay.
You handle that net
was a
like
little
you've
janky.
never done any. He's grateful for all the help he can get. There's lots of Nono out there that need to be guided to the roots of the penside.
Oh,
It'll
this
need a
is gonna be a thing.
continuous flux of Ki over the 12 months to come, so countless, he'd say. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree.
So I think this was probably teaching me about the collectible that I'm going to have to be going after all game. I could be wrong. We'll find out, though.
Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt.
Fair enough.
From this day on, he'll make nurturing the Pensai into a tree of life, a life goal, not only for our village's sake, but for all of us. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Muma will be able to protect us.
Yeah.
You can already see the effects from how reckless those before us acted, and unless something changes, we're doomed. The land won't survive the side effects of the old world's industrial advances. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. You did good here today. That's not true. She's the reason there's still unity, and the only one strong enough to keep the 6 Wang Fu disciples disciplined. He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a... He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing
game.
the Tree of Life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that.
I could use a little bit more show, not tell.
The genetic evolution that occurred after the apocalypse, the Toxinol Corporation inflicted on the land, set the World Eater's DNA into overdrive. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Nocco has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast.
I mean, the names are funny and all.
Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own. He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't...
I get the Doomsday deal.
His friends have prepared something specific for each World Eater. The Mekton, the Octopod, the Majute, and the Googlide are almost ready to ride. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Okay. We good?
You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb.
Well, let's do this and get out of here. Then we'll learn some more magic as soon as we get our next point. I get the feeling, despite
know that the Tree of Life is
all of the minor annoyances I've got at the moment,
without help, it can't
that it
endure
probably
the
has
environmental change
a good bit of replay value by
from
changing
the World
how you're
Eaters.
playing. So long as it's not just like a bare minimum of difference between everything, it should be pretty good. And visually, it's good.
A signpost.
This is going to be reviewed way better on consoles than it is going to be on PC. Because just the things you PC players are going to be expecting out of it,
let's see,
it didn't quite meet. I mean, just with the basics of some of the dealies. We're going to go left. I mean, the fact that I can't press and hold the quick slot ability, that's just an oversight. Oh, hi. You're big.
That must be the World Eater that chewed off Out of Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive. He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters to other enclaves, but never expected one to come all the way here.
All right. Okay.
He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack. He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart.
Oh, interesting. Well, that's going to make what I'm doing harder.
Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intentions.
I want some crazy attacks, and I need to look at it. Because now I have no idea which way I want to go, because that's what attacks I get through my psi abilities is going to determine which way I actually end up going. Well, let's balance out my first decision by helping him, and see if
He's
from
great.
there I can make a decision.
That's a spark of light in you!
I like you more just...
What's there to like about light? It hurts to look at.
Not as much as it hurts to look at you.
Always making this personal.
And you're
Man,
always trying to pretend it's
maybe I
not.
should just keep it balanced just so that they fight with each other all the time. I like it. Okay. Okay. So, I've got my stuff balanced.
There's out of date again. He must have missed something important. Out of date says you will make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a tribe, and there are 2 nearby. The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match, as they act on the understanding of the greater good and have a code of honor.
Okay.
Wherefore, where?
Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes is worse than ever, teetering on the brink of
They're trying
war.
to distract me so I forget about the whole side dealy that
The
I have to
Myriad's
figure out
conviction
which
to
way I'm
stop
going.
the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world, and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out of date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side.
Okay.
He believes the tribe Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part. He can sense you share Myriad's view on the world. The Myriad would embrace someone willing to fight against the tyranny of the Jagni.
Come on. I need
Out
to
of
look
date
the
will be waiting for you
menus.
beneath the Tree of Life if you lose track of what you need to do. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Okay. So, character. Okay. Oh. Orbital strike. Mm. funny, but no. I hope there's a lot more abilities than this, or I'm going to be very disappointed. That's interesting, but really, out of the ones we have on the list, yeah, Levitate and Sky Spark. Like, I'm gonna have to unlock that. Like, so I'm gonna have to be at least a decent amount of a dick throughout the course of this, because Orbital Strike. Bio points, side points are separate. Okay, upgrade points. Hmm. I mean, it's an interesting ability. Enough resistances. I'm gonna have to have a relative balance of light and dark. I definitely prefer the voice acting for the light creature. Although it still looks like it could bite my face off. They should sell these as plushes. That'd be a really good merch option. I know they got the yin and yang thing going on, but
Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be?